In this video tutorial, we'll be creating a view by using transparency as a tool. In the previous video, you were introduced to the pencil and line tools. These tools were used to add object geometry to the layout and clean up the composition. Notice that a copy of the original background layer was created. The visibility eye of the original background layer was turned off and the layer was locked. The original background layer will be turned off visually and locked throughout the project. It remains there as an insurance layer if a mistake is made to the drawing geometry. This will potentially save you a lot of time so you don't have to prepare or redraw the background again. Now that the setup is complete, we can work on the landscape view that we'll see through the window. You will need 2 to 3 different photos for this next part. One photo of Big Lake, which I provide to you, and 1 or 2 other photos. As always, make sure that you check permission rights to use any photos that are not already your own. You have permission to use my Big Lake photo as one of the required landscape views. The Big Lake photo is the correct size for use in this project, and coming up I will show you how to assess the size of other photos so that you know what to do with them for your project. Begin by opening 2 image files you are interested in using for this project. Go through the File pull-down menu, File, Open, and browse to find the files that you downloaded previously. Hold the Shift key down to select multiple files. Pick Open. I now have a total of 3 files open in Adobe Photoshop. One is the Photoshop working file of the window, plus 2 photos of Aspen, Colorado in different seasons. Let's look at the image size of the downloaded files of Aspen. Our goal here will be to match the size of the photo to the size of the window. To do this, go to the Image pull-down menu to Image Size. This is the Image Size dialog box. Make sure the units are in inches and take note of the overall width and height. Now compare that measurement to the working file. At the top of the window composition, I can use the Adobe Photoshop ruler to measure the drawing size. The command to deploy the ruler is Ctrl-R on a PC or Command-R on an iMac. You can also go to the View pull-down menu to Rulers. You can see here that the entire composition is only 3 inches wide by 4.5 inches high, compared to the first Aspen photo, which is almost 13 inches wide by 9 inches high. So how do you fit the image in the window drawing? Before I answer that, let's check the size of the second Aspen photograph. You can see here that the width of this photo is even larger. It's 20.8 inches wide by over 9 inches tall. I am next going to prepare each image for the working file by adjusting the photos to fit the window size. I will adjust photo number 1 by going to the Image pull-down menu to Image Size. We know the working file image is only 3 inches wide by 4.5 inches high. If I change the image size of this photo to 3 inches here and keep the aspect ratio locked for width and height, the photo will not become distorted. The new image size is 3 inches wide by 2 inches high. The next step is to copy the photo from this file and paste it into the working file. To do this, go to the Select pull-down menu, select All. The keyboard command for Select All is Ctrl-A on a PC or Command-A on an iMac. Copy the selected pixels. The keyboard command for this is Ctrl-C on a PC or Command-C on an iMac. tab over to the working drawing. Go to the Edit pull-down menu, Paste, or alternatively, you can use the keyboard command for paste, which is Control V on a PC or Command V on an iMac. The photo pixels automatically come in on their own layer. The next step is to change the layer order by moving the photograph below the background copy layer. We will need to create a transparency on the background copy layer. Using the magic wand and unchecking Sample All Layers on the option panel, make sure the background copy layer is the current layer. Magic wand the first pane of glass on the drawing, and on the Options panel, switch setting from New Selection to Add to Selection, since we'll be adding multiple selected areas. Once you've selected all the glass panes, change to the Move tool on the main toolbar, and then pick on the Delete key on your keyboard. You should now have a transparent area to see the photo layer beneath the background layer. Use your Move tool to pick on the photograph to move the view around until you have it in a desired location. Now is a good time to do a quick save. Control S on a PC, Command S on an iMac. For now, toggle the photo layer off. I will repeat this process with photograph number 2. Go to the Image pull-down menu to Image Size. Reduce the image size to 3 inches wide. Keep the width and height aspect ratio locked. Make sure you're on the Move tool on the main toolbar. Select all the pixels using the keyboard command Control A on a PC, Command A on an iMac. Copy these pixels using the command Control C on a PC or Command C on an iMac. Toggle back to the working file to paste image number 2 with the keyboard command Control V on a PC or Command V on an iMac. The second image will come in on its own layer. On the Layers panel, drag image number 2 below the background copy layer. By controlling the visibility feature on each layer, you control which view you see at any given time. Time for one more quick save. Control S on a PC or Command S on an iMac. Go to the next video for instructions on rendering the Roman blind.